Really nice to be getting back out in it. I'm going back to the classroom today. I haven't been there for months. Had a few projects on and a few camps and that, but haven't managed to get to the classroom for a long time. Feels like I'm going home. It's funny, isn't it? It's a time-honoured idea, the bedroll, but it's not until you actually try and build one yourself that you realise exactly what can go wrong with them. I could understand rivets going or clips snapping, but squeaking I was not expecting. This is the LED Lenser P5 that Steph gave me on our first canoe trip. I'm trying out a few alternate bits of kit for my go bag on this trip. Fire making gear and torches and knives and things like that. So I'll give a shout out to the people responsible. So I've arrived at my usual campsite and there's my favourite trees, and I found this old big fella on the floor. I normally set my shelter up between these three trees, but sometimes if the wind's wrong I put it there, right in the path of these. Big fat one and a slightly skinnier one. Just goes to show though, I've been relying on the safety of these trees, never had a doubt about them, and then find that when I come back. So it just goes to show you've got to be careful. There's a bit of housekeeping to be done this time of year, a bit of sweeping to get rid of all the spiky stuff you don't want to be sleeping on. No one wants to be waking up to that at 3 in the morning. Nice cleared area for a peaceful night's sleep. Here's a little cot mounted mozzie net top tip for you. Before you even think about curving your poles into their little sockets on the corners, make sure all 4 apex runners are in, and on the poles on all 4 of the corners make sure all these little loops are in. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of grrr later. And there's my little holiday home. I think all that's missing is a nice roaring fireplace. Quick bit of meths just to get a brew on the go because I'm gagging, and then I'll get a proper fire going. Wow, check him out. Wait, get off me chocolate. Nothing like roughing it in the woods, is there, with an Options Belgian choc toffee. It's a hard life. That's more like it, the real thing. Temperature's really dropped off. Feels like it's gone down suddenly about 5 degrees. I've actually got in my bag, got the fire lit, nice and cosy now. It's been really warm and sunny in Essex recently, and it's easy to forget that we're actually in October, but it don't feel like it tonight. I spent the night in my usual spot, as you know, but that bedroll setup is so easy to set up and pack away. It's literally like 10 or 15 minutes. If you take it easy, it's 15 minutes. So I wanted to crack on and get packed away, go for a bit of a recce for new spots, and I ended up here. So I'm going to use this spot today just for brews, lunch, and to have a go of a couple of new bits of kit that I've got. And this is the view from the 2 trees that I would mount shelters from. Not too ugly, that, is it? I bet it looks good covered in bluebells. Huge great patch of bramble growth at your 6, so no one's sneaking up on you in the middle of the night there, not without getting badly scratched or making loads of noise and letting you know. Huge great wide open space, nice, well spaced trees, loads and loads of deadfall caught up on trees, so it's all nice and bone dry. And none of these trees are of a size that I need to worry about just yet. There's no potential widow makers that I can see in very nearby anyway. Yeah, it's altogether quite a nice spot, and great trees for hanging your gear off. So first up, my new 45 litre bag. It's nothing special, it's a custom import in the 20 quid bracket, so very good value for money. The thing with this is, it's 900 denier, which is close to the 1000 or so mil-spec versions that you can get. The first one that I bought of these was only 800 and it never showed up actually, so I got a refund and ended up buying this, and as it turns out it was £1 cheaper and the spec was better. Both pouches, you know, storage areas and the denier. I think the first one was 800 and this is 9, so I got a better deal. Two massive pouches on the front for storage with slip storage and velcro inside, and obviously loads of loops. The main pouch is enormous with 3 access ports, left, right and centre for, you know, hydration tubes or charger cables, that sort of thing. Yeah, very, very impressed, and it's covered everywhere in these loops, so you can very, very considerably bump up your storage capacity. So additions to the outside so far are one of my little emergency whistles, the LED lens of P5 that Steph gave me on one of our trips. Nice one, fella, that is a really lovely little torch, that, and that comes with a security lanyard as well. Just clips off in case you need a bit more scope for use, but yeah, it's nice to lace everything that you don't want to lose to your kit. And my Gerber Gator Junior, which was a present from a mate of mine called Tam in Scotland. Great little machete, but the sheath is only really equipped for mounting on a belt, not really the side of a pack. So what I've done is gone with a lace-up option, stuck the tip of the sheath in one of the loops, laced it up all the way, and then used a little tightening gizmo just to hold it in place. What was happening when I first did it, you were doing that and the whole sheath was just sliding out of the laces, so I tightened it up with this thing, and now when you pull it, only that comes out. Now I'm going to have a look at the Mora Companion. Well respected as an entry-level bushcraft knife, hold a very good edge apparently, so for me the test of that is whether it glides like butter to do a feather stick, so we're going to give that a go. Well, I've got to say, I ain't the best feather sticker in the world, but it's making things easy for me. There you go. So if you want something cheap as an entry-level knife, you could do worse. There's far better knives out there, of course, but you could say that about anything. Not too shoddy if you want a fire started quick. All in all, for blade quality, I'm quite impressed. As I say, it is entry level, but I'd certainly take it out. In fact, myself and my wife have now got one of these in our go bags. If you're in the market for a very good value for money bushcraft knife, then this might be the one for you. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, the Mora Companion, but they definitely deserve their reputation. They've got a great edge on the blade, lovely sharp little point there. The handle feels very secure in your hand and very comfortable because of this rubber overlay. The sheath has an excellent click in, click out action on it, so the knife feels safe in there. And it's nice hard plastic with a brilliant clip for either your belt or the side of your pack, wherever's most convenient for you. The edge on the blade guarantees that you can do some really nice fine work, which is obviously very important. In my opinion, very good starter knife or budget knife. Made in Sweden. Next up, another one from Steph. Thanks, mate. Live fire kit. I've used the Striker a few times for meths. Nice chunky striker and a metal scraper. Lovely little belt pouch. And apparently what you do is scrape it up to get microfibers raised, I don't know if that's enough or not. And then, oh, look at that. So on the menu today then, John West long grain rice. It says microwavable, but you can do them in hot water as well. Classic beef bolognese with red wine sauce, roughing it in the woods again. You basically just put that in that and then heat it up in a billy of hot water. Nice pack of Rosties as a side dish. And I've joked about it before because the dog's nicking me food, but I have actually bought dog food today, just in case. But typically, not a pooch in sight. It smells absolutely gorgeous, and I'll get a brew out of that water as well. I'm just having my last brew and a little listen in the quiet. Lovely breeze at the moment, it's really peaceful, lovely little breeze. Something squawking over there, letting me know he's there. Loads of squirrels jumping about in the trees earlier as well. Hello. It's quite active, although it's autumn. I suppose they're all scurrying around collecting nuts and such, aren't they, ready for the winter. I really want to get back here for some winter camps though, because I've got a quilted thermal tank suit that I want to try out on a really cold night. And I want to be here when it snows as well, which probably won't be till January, February. But still, it'd be nice. I love that hush that comes over the wood when the snow's down. It is always sad when you leave, isn't it? But I've got 3 lovely ladies to go back to, so bonuses. So a little unexpected impromptu night out there, and a couple of kit reviews, load carry, fire building and tooling. Hope you enjoyed the vid, and I'll see you out there next time. Like you've never been there.